Hello everyone and welcome to episode 16 of SKEncore. This week we finally take a look back on Sousenkyo and we also have a huge load of news for you. I'm Chris and joining me as usual are Jeff,
This week we
Nick,
finally take a look back on Sousenkyo and we also have a huge
and
load
Will.
of news for you.
Starting off with the news, we have some wrestling.
Yeah, so for a while we've seen Julina with all kind of pro wrestling stuff and goods. So that time she was at one of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dontaku, so a big event of the year. And with Taguchi, another wrestler, they were going through the fans, watching how they were dressed. So it's pretty much the same as idols. So you've got your t-shirts, your towel, your like everything. So you can do like a parody of that. So yeah, just pretty funny.
That's nice. Yeah. Okay, next we have some very good news for all theater goers. In end of this year, I think in autumn, there will be McDonald's opening right next to the theater. I don't know, there was another restaurant in before, I think, but yeah, it has closed and starting from end of this year, McDonald's will come in, I think from August or September, I don't know, but yeah, so you can get something cheap to eat before the stages, even though...
Bad news for Yoshi.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, well, I guess they get catering from all the SKE shops, so maybe this suits McDonald's. Some people say it's going to be pretty crowded, because they share the same exit as the theater, so it might become a little tough to get in and out. Yeah, next, also it was rumored that Kazuma Honoka has some health issues. Actually, Yuasa said on Nanagogo that he was talking to her parents and it wasn't clear if she's fine or not, but she didn't appear for Sousenkyo and the handshake after that, and hasn't updated the mobile yet, so we don't quite know what's up.
Yeah, I do not like that at all. Yeah, because yeah, you've got some session girls, and yeah, she hasn't been in it either. So yeah, I think that I don't think she's done any showroom either. So yeah,
no,
we haven't seen her for like a week. Yeah.
She was in an interview from Tokai Walker the other day, but that's pre-recorded, pretty old. Yeah, so nothing new. Okay. Next we have some Dasu news.
Yeah, she's getting a photo book on released on 22nd of August. And yeah, I guess if Matsumura Kaori can get a photo book, anyone can.
Yeah.
And we got a nice side boob preview.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's gonna be
nice?
very artistic.
Really nice?
And not...
Yeah. For sure.
Nice?
Very
Yeah.
artistic. Really nice. Then well, the same day we had so there was the handshake just after the Sousenkyo, and so some girls called in sick. Also, Hono-chan, we know she was really sick. Rikorin was probably sick. Ruka was sick. So that sounds like a Wadaina type of sickness. Rikorin was probably sick. And yeah, like for example, Kojina Yui was sick as well. After shrinking, and then during the day, for about half the day, Juina and Sakura both called sick at the same time. So we can just try to guess what happened backstage between them.
Maybe a drop kick from Juina and suplex, maybe.
Finally, the wrestling match we've been waiting for. Yeah, Juina has also been in bad health for quite a while now. She cancelled some TV shows, and luckily for me, as we know later, her Seidansei was also cancelled on the 17th. So Seidansei was supposed to be held at the 19th, and they cancelled it and just turned in a normal stage.
So pretty much we are not getting Juina Seidansei this year.
This year, no.
She's from March, something like that.
Yeah, she's in March.
She's from
8th
of March. Yeah, no, 3.5 months later.
Yeah,
it's all next year.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Also on the same day, Marin mentioned that when she went to the convenience, someone was following her in the car. She didn't mention if it was a fan or not, but well, no matter if or not, it's not nice behavior. And we had some stalking issues with Nogizaka recently, I think. And I hope SKE fans are better than this.
Yeah, but pretty much like I remember like members like tweeting or something like don't follow me or like don't it's my private time. So yeah, I mean I think it happens like quite a lot.
Yeah, indeed.
Sadly.
Well, yeah, and it's pretty sad when it happens to someone like Marin. I mean, obviously it's all bad, but you know, like she's how old is she? You know, she's.
Yeah.
15, I think.
Borderline.
16.
Yeah, you know, this is just really bad look for whoever this is.
Indeed, so, yeah. But apparently that's there wasn't anything too bad didn't anything happen any bad. So
actually, this reminds me once. Actually, twice I think Suda called the police because a fan wanted did death threats against her, and the guy got arrested. So,
yeah, and there was all this stuff with Nogizaka happening also lately. So it happens in the fandom apparently, and it's not a nice thing. And there was all this stuff with Nogizaka happening also lately.
So we've got last year we've got SKE who's been announced to perform at Tokyo Idol Festival. So in last day of Tokyo Idol Festival in August 5th. And pretty much so the big thing is so in August it's going to be very hot. So like I think they did like 20 to 30 minutes last year, I think.
Yeah.
And they are doing like a Mihama the day after. So yeah, it's I don't know how they're going to do that because they have to like do a lot of rehearsal for Mihama. So yeah, it's weird to have the both of them.
Like, well, the good thing is our girls are more trained than, let's say, some 46 groups, so I'm pretty sure they can pull this off without fainting. Well, the good thing is our girls are more trained than, so no worries there. So I'm pretty sure they can pull this off without fainting. Yeah. Also, on the 18th, we got a new CM for Laguna. And it features bikinis because it's a cool area, bathing stuff.
And
so
because it's the only time we'll see bikini this summer, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I'm spoiling for the next news.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. So yeah, we got the CM. It's funny. There are some nice members. It's on YouTube. Go watch it.
So like I said just before, they announced Mihama this year too. So yeah, if we don't have Mizugi this year, it's going to be like some terrible. I'm going to take some terrible revenge on them. I don't know what, but yeah, like two years in a row, it can happen. Like
yeah, the
freaking Yukata. Like who cares really?
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Yeah. I can hear you.
I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna enjoy the nice dresses.
Okay, then I kind of hope you get the yukatas.
I'm gonna go there and
because you can enjoy them more.
If you want to see some yukatas, like you can just go to Handshake and yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Some girls will do it like a lot. So yeah, like you can just go to.
Yeah, it's mostly disappointing that they switched to yukatas just the year when Satokaro and Yukina arrived.
Yeah, look, you can make an exception for them. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
It's so terrible because like all year I was like, okay, yeah, this year we can have that girl and that girl, and yeah, fucking yukatas. Awesome.
I like how that's like the whole year you're waiting just to see. Oh, I want to see Sadako in a bikini.
I had my selection.
Yeah, it's not like that we don't see them other times.
Yeah, come on. It's not like
come on, management. Come on, management.
It's not like Sadako will post pictures of her in like censored bikinis.
Yeah, we haven't seen her at all, like in a bikini, like at all.
No.
So yeah.
No. Like censored bikinis.
Yeah, we haven't
yeah.
seen her at all.
Next news.
Yeah, Yokonian will be on a stage play in July in Theater AII 8.5 Theater Tokyo. The play is Mao Sensei Negima. It seems based on a pretty famous anime. So the main role is Iko Marina, right?
Cool.
And there's
very awesome.
yeah, there's one girl from each 48 group, and 4 of them seem to have pretty major roles. So I think probably like the major students role. So Yokonian is one of them. The character is Evangeline A.K. McDowell.
There's so many characters in Negima, so I don't really know how we're going to do that thing, but yeah, there's like 30 girls, like something like that.
But it seems here they have like six main students role. Kojina Yui has one. She had also a role in Bainachi stage play like Yukonian. And from Team 8, there's Utada Hatsuka, which is the Aichiken representative. And from Team 8, there's Utada Hatsuka, which is the Aichiken representative.
Next.
Cool. So, yeah, Nagoya, SK is having a, collaboration with Nagoya Grampus, which is Nagoya's soccer team. And I think this is the first time they've had a collab together, maybe?
Yeah.
I saw people writing that.
It's the first time.
I think this is
and I was fucking happy about this.
Yeah, a lot of members are happy, so I think we have Nojima Kano, I think, who is a fan, right? And Yumana. So
Yumana.
Yeah, those Yumana, I, and Nojima always go to watch usually.
Yeah, they always go to the games, right? So good for them. But in these pictures, we see Ryoha, Suda, and Kuma-chan.
Yeah,
So
but
they had
actually
a little,
the other three, and the other three wrote comments on the official website for Grampus.
Yeah, they did. So yeah, cool. I'm not sure what exactly this will bring to, but anyway, cool little.
I guess the same thing that Machi is doing for Gifu promotion.
For Gifu, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe we'll get a game where they're gonna show up.
I guess the same thing. We have the rivalry now inside. Machi versus SKE.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Then, we've had basically a new single, right, announced. Ikinari Punchline, aka Punchira. So we obviously have our opinions on it, but anyway, we have the music video released.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Just your quick thoughts on the music video.
Cheap.
That's my reaction.
I'm getting used to the song
like
itself.
Your quick thoughts on the
I
music video.
kind of start to, well, maybe not like it, but to accept it and think it's not that bad, especially the chorus, but the music video is boring. Especially after Mushikyo, so, for example.
That's the Juina hater team.
It's so
No,
cheap,
it's-
like
Even put you and I Sentai, it's still a boring MV, so.
Yeah.
I mean, first it's a concert setting. So for a music video, I hate that. Like, if you want to watch a concert setting, just watch a performance in a concert.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
okay, what's the point? So
Let's just- Let's
I
hope they are using the budget they are now using now for a wonderful either next MV or perfect 10th
because
anniversary stage.
pretty much the whole music video is like a studio with a platform and like 50 people just there like doing the crowd, and that's all. It's just concert videos and some member shots they took like in the probably in the same studio. And I mean, they probably like filmed that in the day.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I like the part where they dance some kind of Cuban salsa.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not exactly salsa, but the steps at least are not. But yeah, the moves are pretty similar. The rhythm of the song is not a salsa, clearly, but it shares a similar rhythm. But anyway, it sounds very Latino.
Yeah, I kind of like this.
Some of the rhythm is pretty typical from salsa. So yeah, I like this dancing part. Nao and Julina in front, and the others 2x2 behind. This dancing part.
Yeah. Also, like now, for example, there's some really nice vocal lines.
Yeah. That's one. Probably the only thing I like. Yeah, the solo line of now is very good. Yeah.
My biggest issue is the position of Suda and Soda.
Yeah, the solo line of now is.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what are you gonna do? All right,
hopefully they're not there for long.
Yeah, they have to put them there. So we've had the covers announced and the track lists, obviously for the CDs. And well, yeah, the first time we heard this song was at Sousenkyo.
Yeah.
So yeah. Obviously for the CDs. All right, so that's it for the new single. So yeah. Oh, by the way, they announced a ZEP. All right, so that's it for the concert. So I applied to it. I'll see. I'll probably get refused, but anyway, it's
another reason why I'm
July.
so pissed they didn't release it 2 weeks earlier, so I can go. But now, of course, they have to wait.
And speaking of releases, sorry, Chris. Speaking of releases, they're announcing 100% SKE Volume 5.
Yeah, more annoying.
On July 11th, and there's going to be some watashika, so like handout events where members will hand them out.
They just wanted me to pay all the shipping fees to Germany. They just hate me.
And yeah, so that's that. And today there was a rugby event. So here in Aichi, the city of Toyota is getting is a city for the Rugby World Cup next year. So they had so they're doing like some kind of promotion events for the Rugby World Cup. So today there was a game between Japan and Georgia. Rugby match in Toyota. So Toyota's not very far from where I live. I went there. And the SKE members were there with some other personalities, like some of the, some Genojin and whatever. And so it was fun. It was okay. I was getting a bit mad because I didn't know when the members were coming, but they changed the schedule on the day. So yeah. Anyway, it wasn't too bad. They had a live, but they did quite a lot of songs. There were some other performers before, and the other performers did like 1 or 2 songs. So I was like not expecting much from it, but they did Oki Doki, Tsuyoki Monoyo, Muishiki, and one more song that I am forgetting.
Yeah,
but yeah, anyway.
So you had the pleasure to go to Toyota Station and go to Toyota City?
It wasn't Toyota Station. No, this wasn't. It wasn't Toyota Stadium. It was the what's next to it. They have a little thing.
Okay. These songs were Oki Doki, Natsuyo, Tsuyoki Monoyo, Mine Meri, and Mushiki.
Yeah, Mine Meri. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Anyway, it was good. I mean, I was far away, but the cameraman must have been a Maya Oshi because she was always on the big screen. So it was very good.
Lucky for you.
The cameraman must have been a Maya Oshi. And then we had Suda and Minarun and Makiko talk about the game, like they were like doing while the game was going on, they were talking about it.
Okay, we don't have any graduated members news this week, I guess.
Well, actually, just to do a quick one, Ishida Anna has a release event for our DVD today. It's a DVD. There's her and Nagashima Seira, who is ex Nogizaka in the same agency, and so they often do works together, and so they have Watashikai today. I'm not sure what is inside the DVD. It's called Anna Seira no Quiz Nagashima Ishida. I'm not sure what is inside the DVD.
Yeah, no Masana news, unfortunately, so too bad.
Well, she was at the Sousenkyo, but besides that,
yeah.
Okay, and with that, we move over to the theater roundup. We didn't have too many stages, but yeah, first we had the Team S stage, the former Junior Seitansai. Luckily for me, it was cancelled and we got a new application launch. Well, first, when they cancelled it, I was super pissed because I just thought, they just leave the tickets by itself. And because I didn't get in at first because it was Junior Seitansai. So I was super pissed at her, but luckily they started a new application round and I got the Kianmachi to get in. So yeah, it was normal stage. Yokonyan was in exchange for Juna. And Akapin was by Juna and Kano-chan, which I really liked. And for the intro MC, first of all, Wanchan mentioned that for all the members who she told that she will graduate, I was the one crying the most, saying, "Oh, I hate you, don't go away," and stuff. So this was a really cute interaction, and proof for me that I chose the right two Oshis. And also, I missed out the MC after the dance medley for some reason. She didn't say why, but maybe her knee.
And also, I missed out the MC after the dance medley for some reason.
Okay.
Why, but
Audio problems?
maybe her knee.
I hear you.
Yeah, no, someone's listening and they said that the audio is doubled. There's half the volume, half a second delay after. So I don't know who it's coming from.
Okay.
The audio is doubled. There's half the volume, half a second delay after. So
putain, I think I think it's because I didn't turn off the sound on the Twitch.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, fixed.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Soft, for telling me. All right, cool.
That's probably the reason. If it's not that, then I don't know.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, okay, continuing. The first MC was...
All right, it's fixed, he said.
Okay. The first MC was because we were super late on the handshake events announcement. The members, of course, noticed that too. So they were like, okay, what if we don't get any handshakes for next singer? What do you want to do? And I think Marin suggested that fans could do a lottery where you can win a tour through the backstage or the theater, which was pretty liked by the guys at the theater, by everyone in the theater. And Joha just mentioned they have to clean up before, but yeah. He also suggested other sports events like table tennis or whatever. And then they came up again with doing a stage by fans, like with dance audition, and then fans should have to do the stage. I don't know why they keep bringing this up, but if they just continue, they will just do it really, I guess. Yeah, and Juna just said, yeah, I want to just talk to the fans, but I don't want to touch them. And also, I don't want to talk to everyone. I just want to have an audition first. Talk only to people who are good at talking or funny to talk to. So now we know how she thinks about handshakes. More or less. Anyways, funny. The second MC was like London suggested they should try various ways to appeal to their fans, and Chikako tried to say what's great about SKE and Kansai-ben, but in the end she didn't use any Kansai-ben at all. And the rest was mostly more Sedifus by Mio-chan, Ryu-chan, and Mihopo, I think. And yeah, Mihopo and Ryu-chan used their respective dialects, so that was a bit unfair towards the other ones. And for the last MC, they talked about who they want as girlfriends. Machi wanted Ayuka because she guides her around city when she's lost her way, as always. And Piosu, Ayuka, and Juna wanted Denashu because apparently she's funny to talk to and they share the same hobbies and whatever. Joha wanted Marin for some reason. And Wanchan wanted Juna. So that's also very funny. Yeah, and for Aino Duel, it was Ayuka's turn to be upset with the team, and everyone had to do orange pen lights, which works really fun, really great. So everyone is probably turning their pen lights, which is nice. Anyway, a really nice stage, and glad I could see this one more time. So yeah.
Yeah, on Wednesday there was a K2 stage, so it's the last one before. But tomorrow is the very last one. Actually, there's two tomorrow. So the one at 5 p.m. is the real Senshuraku. So now was the Zenza girl, and that's one thing. One reason why I'm pretty happy with the change of stage is hopefully they will
we don't get that.
Matsumura-gu to.
Yeah,
anyway,
start it off there.
Well, during the intro, Ruka said that she bought a swimsuit just in case if they are allowed to wear some in Mihama this year again.
Yes, give us Mihama.
Then Minarun was not there, so Yumana replaced her on Heart no Dokusenken. And but it was pretty weird because during the calls you could not tell if everybody was shouting Humana or Yunana. And during the speech part around the end of the song, so they they come in front and start talking, and they were like, "Hey, it's weird. We're not sure who they are calling." So they asked, "Okay, please everybody shout Humana." So they all did. Then now shout Yunana. They all did. Oh, it's the same. Well, anyway. And then during the MCs were stories about the restart stage, so stories about like their units, the first time that they performed, or the first time they did a shuffle unit, etc. So it sounded already like they are preparing for the end of the stage tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then yesterday on Friday there was a shuffle stage.
Session Girls.
Yeah, Session Girls. I watched it quickly. To note, so the Sato Karo, they talked about our new hairstyle during the intro, and it looked pretty good on Blue Rose, I have to say. I hated Kinji Areta Futari with Mipopo. Like she's overdoing it.
So surprising.
I didn't dislike when she was singing in Zero Poji, but here she's I don't know, she's the problem is not even her singing, it's her dance and her expressions. She's I don't know, she's trying to do too much, and it's pretty bad. And during the MC, but they played a game with Ami-chan, so it looked a bit like when they play Daruma Koronda, except that instead of having to stop when Ami turns to look at the girls, she was shouting, Ami-chan is doing, for example, is doing Maenomeri, so they had all to do Maenomeri, and if one was not doing it properly, she had to go back to where she was. So she said, Ami-chan is having fun during a show. Ami-chan is whatever, a whole bunch of things. And but that's it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, just to mention, today we had a double stage of Session Girls. The later one was the birthday stage for, I think, May and June born fans. So yeah, that was this.
Apparently, during the first one, Mio said she likes guys with muscles, so gives me motivation to keep working out.
Okay. With
Okay.
whatever. I continue eating for II, so that's fine.
Yeah. Look, but if I says, "Oh, I like guys with big muscles," we all know you're gonna go straight to the gym.
Of course. That's what does do. But yeah, next is the TV and media roundup, and first it must be 2 episodes.
So yeah, so last week was the continuation. So they were like for Sousenkyo, they were like getting their how do we say? Fortune told.
Yeah.
So this episode was there's a lot of things I didn't like. So pretty much is the ID brewing again. So I'm very accepting of that type of thing with idols. So I'm not like the one who's going to like pretty upset. But they are the limit. They are the limit where when I'm going to not like it. So yeah, Yoshimura was really pushing it to the limit. Like
I thought that was the best part of the episode.
Yeah, but they're really at the limit, like, because I like when the MC like are making fun of girl, and you can tell like you really like Sairi, but yeah, they gotta like lay down with the weight thing. Yeah, it's
You have seen this a couple times from members.
She was crying so much, she almost left the studio at some point.
Yeah, they pushed it like to my limit. So yeah, I wish they just dropped that.
Yeah, I don't really like this weight thing at all. It was annoying for Minadun.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Even the fortune teller, it was funny because Yoshimura was making fun of Airi, and like the fortune teller was like she looks okay and stuff, and you've got Airi who stepped up, and like the fortune teller is like, oh okay, yeah, a bit about the around the stomach, and like okay, yeah, like you're not helping, like I think that's what made her cry. So yeah, it was like Yoshimura making fun of her, but at the same time he was like really reassuring her too, like you're the MVP of the show with Don-chan. So yeah, you've got both with Yoshimura. Like I like that he makes fun of people, and I like that he clearly has his favorite. Yeah. So yeah, it was my limit. And so we've got in the preview, we knew a member was going to appear. So it was Mikoti. So pretty much same thing. Yoshimura making fun of her and trying to to get her to stop and like just do like 2-3 minutes. And Mikoti were like who didn't want to go. So yeah, it was pretty good.
And that bitch fortune teller told you, Nana, she would rank 50 to 60.
Someone was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked. Like a fortune teller is wrong. What is happening?
Scandal.
So this week's episode was a Sousenkyo special. So I think it was nearly an hour. I think. So it was DMC, so they went to Nagoya Dome, I think it was 2 or 3 days before, and talked with Julina. So it was, one of the things, it was pretty funny because I didn't even know that Tokui was actually a fan of Julina, like from a long time ago, and he Oshiend. So it came a lot during the episode.
Mm-hmm. Who did you share to?
Alpaca-chan. Yuki-chan.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, he has good taste. So we've got that one, and then for the Sousenkyo, they were backstage. So actually, Yoshimura did a list. If you're ranking like below 60, for example, you've got a present from him. So you had like very crappy presents, of course, and you've got like assistant MC. So I'm pretty sure it's like for one episode. I think actually Yuki-chan, that's what she won. I think. I know like Kuma-chan, I think she won like 20,000 yen. I think, and she was like, really. Yeah, and like they talked with the member when they just left the stage. So yeah, they tried like they were supposed like to talk with Julina, but it was like very quick at the end. So because pretty much she was like with all the staff. So yeah, good episode.
Indeed. Yeah, next we have 2 weeks of Ninja 9 videos from 4th until the 15th. Yeah, my personal highlights were Marin vs. Ineshi was really funny, and of course Ai versus Shuri, not Shuri, versus Yuki-chan, which was really good. I know you guys liked Miyomari versus Zoin. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, they are really funny.
Yeah, like Mio and Isolin was pretty funny because, like, first of all, they are really friends, and like Isolin was pretty much like with Mitsukichi-san against Mio, so it was very good.
Yeah,
and gets bullied like on MCs during stages.
Yeah, and Yeah, I was Yuki-chan was also really funny because surprisingly these two are really, really close apparently, and they were just laughing more or less all the time, which was really funny to watch. Yeah, the Sanjanayo was about the Sousenkyo, and they recorded it right after the Sousenkyo, so we had Mikoto, Yuki-chan, and Minarun, and of course they were all pretty happy with their rankings, so it was a really funny video, and Mitsukichi wasn't even talking at all, I think, or almost not talking at all. They were just doing it by themselves.
Yeah, I'm curious if they had chosen the members before or if they chose them after. Like, okay, let's take 3 girls who did well, because if they had planned to have an episode with Ruka, Ai, and Kano-chan, it would not have worked very well.
No, it wouldn't.
It will be a different type of episode, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, Mitsukichi was there for the Sousenkyo. We kind of see him like very quickly during the Musubi episode, talking with Kuma, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really nice. Next, we have a couple of TV shows.
A whole bunch of TV shows. So there was SKEd no Home Party. I don't know if it was somewhere on TV or if it was on a website or what. But anyway, so it was a 2-hour show. So with 7 girls from Team K2, 1 Team S, 1 Team E. So it kind of looked like a mini Senbatsu. And there was a bit of everything for everybody. Like if you like cooking shows, so not for Jeff, they did that at the start. Then they played some games, like for example, the game where you each one has a word on her head, and she loses if she says the word. Then they had a retrospective of all the singles, from Tsuyoki Monoyo to Mushiki no Hiro. So with the girls commenting, and actually, it was not, they were not just showing the MVs; they were showing the making of, the backstage. So that's why it was really interesting, like to see, for example, the way they filmed Aishite Laboru on the platform on the sea, or these kind of things. And then they showed they had some MC, and they showed the results of these girls at the Sousenkyo last year, and showed a bit of their speech, asked them to comment on their rank last year and what they hope for this year, because it was broadcasted the week just before Sousenkyo. Then we had 2 AKB shows. So first, we had 2 episodes of Produce 48. So there's only Yucatan and Julina from SKE. Yucatan did pretty bad, like most Japanese trainees. So not really surprising there. She was with a girl from STU, I think. Because they had so they were doing auditions in front of the judges in groups, like from 1 to 7 members. So she got paired with, but because Julina wanted to do a solo, of course, so she had to pair with a girl from another group, while most of the other girls actually just stayed within the same group. I think they were the only pair from different groups. And so Julina did Dear J. So yeah, it was hyped. It was the cliffhanger from the first episode. Okay, next episode we will see. Well, you saw all the Japanese who are really bad. Next episode you're gonna see Sakura and Julina. So that's like the duel of the clash of the titans. And Julina did an okay performance, I guess. But like she didn't. But she got a B rank, so the judges found her good, but not super impressive. But what was funny was the Korean girls were super impressed when they saw Julina. So first, just when she arrived in the studio, like basically they arrive and choose their seats, and there's the seat number 1 at the top, which is a kind of throne, and so no girl dared going to sit there. Basically, it's the very last girl who entered the studio had to sit there because it was the only seat left.
Yeah, because it's a bad idea to sit there. Like in first season, like pretty much, you're getting a lot of hate. Like if you're not like super good.
Okay.
Like why the hell would you go to the first place if you're going to suck? So yeah, dangerous.
When Julina entered, quite a lot of Korean girls were like, "Oh, I know this girl. I know this girl. She's super famous." Some of them knew her name as well, and she really looked like she was gonna go on the top, like she was hesitating, and everybody was sure she was gonna go. Like all the other 48 group girls were like, "Julina is definitely going," but no, she got scared and folded at the last moment. And went to sit on the side. Then when she did her audition, like one of the judges was there. Oh, putain, she's a senpai to me, like the
girl from Sister, yeah.
Yeah. She debuted like 10 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. That girl, she was like, and now she's our group disbanded probably, and she's a judge in this kind of things. And she was like, this girl debuted before me. What? How is it possible? And yeah, all the Korean trainees when Julina was doing her song were like, wow, that's she really looks like a star, like she has an aura. You can tell she's been doing this for 10 years, and then she didn't get a wrong because her singing was probably not good enough. So yeah, that's it for the US 48, I think.
Yeah, and like Julina, so they've got the rankings. Pretty much the votes for the first 2 weeks. So yeah, we've got Julina who's on the top. It's 11 or 12? 12 girl, I think.
I think she's number 12. So 12 girls get picked at the end. So at the moment she's in the top, but barely. But then I think most of the votes were cast before the show yesterday. So I'm expecting Julina and Sakura to probably go up a bit.
Yeah.
Then there was a special episode of AKB show on Saturday just after the Sousenkyo. So basically it was Julina and Suda. I think it was probably planned to only have. I don't know what was the plan if Sakura had been second. Like, were they gonna sit her next to Julina for an hour like that? It would have been torture. But since it was Suda who was really happy about her rank, then it went well. And so yeah, basically they were commenting about the results, and they showed the results from rank 100.
Yeah, because last year it was like Sashi by herself, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So maybe they didn't want to like make Julina do it on her own because she still looked like pretty shocked just after the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not
I'm
not sure she could have done it like by herself. So that's maybe why they had Dasu do it with her.
But yeah, overall,
it was nice.
Not, if you had watched the Sousenkyo before, it was not really. There was not a lot of new footage from just basically.
It's funny because they make them like talk about the people who ranked. So like Sashi, for example, she's talking about everyone, but that time they probably just talked about SKE members, like.
Yeah.
And then the next day there was a remix episode. So they showed the SKE singles from number 17 to 21. So from Coquettish to Yaini Mongo, yeah. With some MCs in between, like.
It was like
the girl was saying why she likes the next single.
Exactly. It was nice to watch to see some older members perform again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the first one is from April 2015.
Yeah.
So there's quite a lot of members who are not there anymore. Sae, Ami, Rion, Kion.
Yeah.
It was like a month and a half after I reached grad that there is Coquettish, so we cannot see her, but everybody else is there.
Yeah.
Then Bomber E, so it was a 45-minute show recorded in the studio, so they did quite a lot of songs. What did they do? They did, I think they did Chicken Line. They did Pinocchio Goon for sure. They did one of the two Yunana singles. I don't remember which one. And there are some MCs in between. Juliana was not there, so but the good thing about it is that you see the first song you had Nao and Ego Yuna sharing center. Then Nao was center on another one, Suda on another one, Yunana as well. So yeah, you see a bunch of members on center. Then another TV show. So I forgot damn it, I forgot the image. So in there's this show. No, it's the next one. I got it. This show called Hirunandes, where they were interviewing some people in Nagoya in the streets to ask them about like some to ask them about some good places to eat in Nagoya. And so they interviewed a random girl in front of a crossing who recommended some place, some egg tabehodai restaurant. And then at the end, the girl was like, by the way, I'm a SKE member. So yeah, they interviewed Yunana.
I'm surprised. When I was in my share house, usually whenever I was eating lunch, I was watching Hirunandes, but I guess I missed this one episode. Too bad.
It was funny. There were some like Furukawa Wairi, for example, tweeted right away. I just watched Hirunandes, and that was Yunana. I'm a huge fan of Yunana.
Yeah, I think it's the typical housewife show you watch when you're cooking lunch. So.
Yeah. That's why she watched it.
Yeah, that's why I always watched it. So yeah, funny. Yeah. Also, we had of course the AKB Kinkyu Kaigi, the emergency meeting. I didn't watch all of it. I just saw on Twitter when they released the numbers for the polls, and then I turned in. So they had some nice discussion about if the laugh ban rule is still important, or I guess the most funny one was in the end they talked about new rules they want to set up. One, for example, was that the captain not always has to pay for the whole team when getting food or so, which was like for SKE apparently it's never happens except for Makiko.
Yeah, I think it's just with the age. I think in SKE.
Yeah.
I was surprised to hear about this captain thing. I mean, like, I think like in Japan, it's pretty much like a senpai who's supposed to treat you, but yeah.
And then of course they were also asking. I think it was Otanao from AKB. So they asked to get 1 day per month where they get proper meat or meals instead of bentos at the theater stages. And then SKE was like, yeah, we get all the catering from the stores around Sunshine, so we always have a wish list what we can order want to eat, and we get fried chicken and all this wonderful Japanese stuff and so on. And everyone else was shocked and
good
jealous.
Gotomo especially screenshots of her.
So now we know that SKE has the best theater, the best catering, and of course the best performances. So yeah, we are SKE superior in our ways.
Oh, one thing about that episode which was funny, the girls had they had one category, like if you think you're the prettiest girl in your group or something.
Oh yeah, that's
and and because it was anonymous, right?
Yeah.
But Tanny just stepped up and like she rose her hand, like that's me, like I'm one of them.
Yeah,
I voted that.
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, whenever every girl has this moment, she stands in the mirror and looks in the mirror and says, oh, today I look really, really good. And that was like her justification to say, yeah, I'm probably the cutest in AKB. And Minadon said she wouldn't like say cutest, but she and probably almost every other girl would put herself in the top 10 or so. That's what like Minadon's explanation for not voting for cutest was. And yeah. So all not funny, but like not a really emergency meeting, especially since all the important members weren't there.
Yeah, no.
So just a nice time killer. So, but yeah, with that we are finished with the media roundup, and we move to the discussion where we want to recap the Sousenkyo. But before we start with the best part, we start with the concert, I guess.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. So what the members were voting for the songs they wanted to perform, and they did so they did a pre-concert with the songs that ranked best, and then the concert itself was all the songs that had only one vote. I don't really understand the system.
Yeah, they performed the songs that had the fewest votes, more or less. That's the summary. Before the concert, the members came out to say where they walked to their Oshi seats, as far as I know. And then, yeah, Julina made it news by collapsing in front of her fans. Which, of course, every news outlet picked up and showed around and so on. And, yeah, of course, it's not because of exhaustion, but apparently because she was so moved that she couldn't probably breathe. And
she was probably pretty stressed about the thing itself as well.
Stressed, moved, and yes, she was also crying during the first songs. It was,
but yeah, when she collapsed, so USA picked her and took her backstage.
Yeah, and yeah, I think we should mention it was really nice. They gave us a YouTube stream, which was working really good, and I hope they keep it up.
Especially for the Sousenkyo part, because instead of having that
no commercials
stream with commercials,
yeah, it was really good.
Or some years we had the stream with guys talking over the members.
Oh yeah,
this was a pain.
But yeah,
we've got no commercial, no MC, so like
just
pretty
perfect.
much, yeah, perfect.
Indeed.
Keep it this way, please.
I only watched like 80% of the concert because then I had to go to the train to go to Nick because we watched it together on his laptop. But do you have any songs you particularly liked and think you were good to see? I almost didn't know any songs.
Because they are the ones with fewer votes. They said also which member voted for the song. Like the first song was Kyoku no Dilemma that Julina voted for example.
Yeah.
I don't think many of the songs were voted by SKE members. Weirdly, SKE did Kusashi.
Yeah.
With pretty much
the best performance of the concert, easy.
Yeah, with like 30 SKE members, except Wadaena, who was sick for some reason.
Yeah, and
the girl who voted for Kusashi was not a SKE girl actually.
No,
it's a STU girl, Fukuda Akari.
But
I don't know what Truly voted for, but
you can see or you could hear how loud the fans just were compared to the other songs. So you could really see, this is SKE territory.
But it was a bit weird because most of the songs we have no idea what are these songs, where they are coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I knew a few.
It was just but there was like Jukrone Topan, which sucked compared to Nao's solo version.
Yeah, that was really disappointing.
I liked Kibo no Tsuite and of course Nande Kingakei wa Akaru Daro with the SKE members. They had like all the SKE members who ranked in the prelims, so I was pretty good, and Renashu Santa, which is really nice to see.
But overall, it was
I'll tell you what I
that...
liked. I liked Kizashi. All right, continue.
But no, it's for most songs. So except Kizashi, most of the songs were just like a bunch of random members stuck together. It was pretty weird. Like even for example, Yunana was center of one of the songs, so you expect that you will only have young, cute members and all. It was not even really the case. I don't really understand how they made the teams. One song was the 16 gen and third draftee of, or maybe just the third draftees of AKB. So okay, this one you understand.
Yeah,
but
you have
most of the songs just didn't make any sense in the choice of members.
Yeah, just for some, like, I think every group had one song they performed exclusively, but they most had really boring songs except for SKE.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it reminded me why I usually don't watch the 48 group concerts. I just don't know any of the members or the songs.
It was pretty boring for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Zero Sum Tayo, by the way, chosen by Sousenkyo herself. But yeah, most of the songs. Usually, when you watch a whole 48 group concert, at least like each group is gonna do a few iconic songs, and then when they do units, it's smaller units, and they choose members from different groups who would go well together. But yeah, this one was all over the place.
Yeah.
And the worst part was the World 48 Senbatsu.
You don't like that?
I luckily missed that part because I was on the way in the train.
It was just it was the encore number 0, number 1. They did Koisuru Fortune Cookie, so with a bunch of Thai and Taiwanese members, and then some girls from each Japanese group, with the BNP48 captain that looks like a lady boy as center.
Was it Chaprang or?
Yeah, Chaprang.
Oh.
Hey, music looks good. Okay, don't talk shit about music.
She's cute.
I have no idea. I've never seen them.
Music is a Churyoshi, so back off.
You cannot have missed music. Like at least 50 members posted pictures, 2 shots with music.
Yeah, with her.
Well, neither did I one shot, so I didn't see her. Okay, but yeah, I guess we can move to Sousenkyo.
Yeah.
We have nothing. First of all,
let's go.
Great year for SKE. Lots of ranks, the most members ranked, if you don't count Team 8 to AKB. Lots of votes, total domination.
Even counting Team 8, okay. I thought that even with Team 8, SKE was above. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 1 or 2.
Maybe I don't have the exact numbers in the head, but it's still total annihilation of the other teams. Just as we can see currently in the picture.
Not annihilation of the other groups, maybe not of the teams. Actually, some teams did.
Yes, some teams good.
Like Team N. Team N was the second team with the most votes after K2. But K2 won same as last year, basically. Yeah. And then I think it was N. Then probably I think H and K4 were basically around the same level as S and E.
Yeah,
and since maybe they are smaller teams, so they had more members in proportion, especially compared to Team S.
Yeah, of course.
Team S actually had a lot of votes because of Juina mostly.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The team didn't do that.
Again, these votes are only for the ones who rank in, though. So.
Of course, we don't know how the rest look. But this year we had the Oshi seats, which really gave a wonderful scenery, I think, especially for the SKE fans who
only for the SKE fans. Actually.
Yeah, only for.
If you look at the theater, it's pretty clear that.
I don't know. Do the other groups have member colors actually? Yeah. Okay. Then
no, they don't. Yeah. Only Nogizaka has that.
So yeah, it looked awesome, and I think for like Julina and Dasu and so on, everyone changed it. For SKE, the SKE fans changed it mostly to Julina's colors, for example, or Dasu's colors.
So yeah, apparently like the Julina and Sakura Oshi seats were just in front of the stage.
Yeah.
So not with their respective groups.
Yeah, and I think Sakura was sitting in front of Julina Oshi's and vice versa.
Yeah.
So maybe not the best place.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Like for example, the
must
NMB
have been
were on the other side of the stadium compared to the dome compared to where the NMB members were seated.
Yeah.
By the way, I just go ahead, finish.
Oh.
Just something you said. Will, about you said Team N had the most votes after K2 or something.
Yeah.
I think N had the lowest amount of votes in the whole thing. They had one member, Team N.
Oh, sorry, not N, N3. I mean.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, I just wanted because I was like,
NGT one.
yeah, N3. Yeah, they had the most, but E was close to N3.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe we start from the bottom, so with the unranked members first, and then we move our way up. Let's see. So from the prelims, not into the main event, made it Chikako, Kano-chan, Leona, Yukina, Kotchan, Ai, and Don-chan. So, Jeff, we both were unlucky in this club.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, just after it's the thing when you've got the preview and Yoroshi is ranking very high.
Yeah.
And you start to hope, because like at the beginning I had no hope for her to rank. Then she ranks super high in the prelim. So yeah, you can tap, but get a bit of hope. And
are you talking about Don-chan or Yukina? I have trouble following.
Come on, dude.
But
the Okabelin Oshi, please.
Yeah, and for me I was like I said, okay, more than 20,000 votes are not in for II. But then, for example, ID and so ranked pretty high, and Ochan, and I was like, okay, maybe there's another chance. So I was like all the time switching. No way, and maybe.
I was trying to console Chris because I felt bad because I knew Maya was gonna go up, and I felt bad for Chris. I'm like, oh no.
But the first thing when I saw that the first rank was already at like 15k, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, me too. I was scared.
But there were a lot more cheap votes compared to last year.
We checked like all the entrance levels to the state, like undergirls and so on, was always like 3,000 or 4,000 votes more than last year's. Yeah. So
it was always about 3,000.
Because last year to be like ended, it was 13,000.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like to rank top 100, you had to be less than that. But like when I saw like 15k, I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah. I feel.
What can you do?
Yeah, I felt pretty bad for Aya, especially because I know she is super competitive with the other seventh gen members, and she always mentioned that she feels left behind. So when Lenahue and ID and all these D2 and 7th gen ranked, I know it's going to be hard for her. But she said she used this frustration for next year, so maybe we can make it the same way as Lenahue. First out and then...
With Don-chan, I thought she was going to like take it pretty bad, but actually, like even during the event or after, like she was like way less depressed than last week. Last year was super bad.
I think it helps that Jirina won.
Yeah, and I think, and I said it last time, just like ranking that high in the prelims. I think like just that she was like super happy.
Yeah, it's a good start. Like look at Lenahue. Yeah. She was last year only prelims, and this year she made it. So
same thing with Maya.
Yeah, so maybe it's a good way. But for the rest, Kano-chan and Chikako, they were not even in the 100 for the prelims, so no surprise there, I guess. Yukina is a bit sad, and Kotchan maybe too. But
Yukina's a bit.
Kotchan took it pretty well. Kotchan was happy just to be called at the prelims, apparently.
Yeah, of course.
I feel bad for Yukina because now you wonder.
Didn't rank, yeah.
I mean, we now know that Kao-chan's strategy isn't working, so either she needs to show even more skin or just try something else.
I mean, she can try.
Yeah, Kaho was a bit weird. Yeah. I thought Kaho would rank it, but
it's pretty much like I think we said it like for the prelim. Like you can they've been here for like, a little more than a year.
Yeah.
Then I mean you can get popularity in handshakes and stuff, but it's not going to like be that quick to appear in the Sousenkyo.
Yeah.
Like your fans, they need to get together to get the strategy. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that definitely plays a role, and just feels bad for everyone here.
Then for the ranking members in the 81 to 100, which surprisingly has no name. It's also really nice. Heidi and Tani. So
So Tani dropped again. Following her trend of the first time she ranked in at 20 something, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Her first time in SK was 20 something, I forget which one. And ever since then she's been dropping quite steadily. But I found her speech pretty funny when she's like, it was a bit early to be called this year, but thanks to everyone for voting. And she's like, and I'll continue to be a scandal-free idol. Thanks.
Yeah.
So I found that funny, scandal-free. So she took it well, it seems, and
it's funny because we've seen her in Musubi, so they were waiting for her after the concert, and she was talking with the HKT members. So you've got the MC was like, "What are you doing with HKT members? Like, you back to stand there." Yeah, it was funny.
And Mizuno Airi, that's fantastic that she ranked in. At all, very good for her. Very good for whatever that means.
I mean,
going forward,
there's not much promotion to expect from SKE in this case, but
just the boost of morale, I think, is really needed.
Exactly.
Recently,
it's been a pretty bad past year, I think, for her. Where I've heard she's not been too kind with some fans either. She's had bad experiences at handshakes and so on. With people telling her stuff and obviously bullying her for her weight and all that. So I hope that this can at least give her a bit of confidence. Anyway, I mean, like, Airi's the member, right, that a lot of K2 fans really love and are really pushing. I mean, Churi was trying to push her so hard to get into Senbatsu and other things, and I think she's still trying to push her, but anyway, I kind of don't see that in any way, but maybe this can lead to something. But I'm a bit pessimistic.
Okay. Then let's move to upcoming girls. So 65 to 80, we have Hatagon, Yuzuki, Mipopo, and Aoki Shori.
Shirin gained 2 ranks compared to last year. But last year she was her and Mikoto were just barely outside.
They're just barely. They're almost in.
So I guess with the more ranks this year, she was really hoping to finally get in.
She did. So kind of cool. But the problem with this is that I don't see anything really coming for Oshirin. I mean, unlike it's like Airi, I'm happy because it might lead to something. Oshirin, it's like, okay, cool, you ranked in once. That's great. But it's not gonna do any, it's not gonna lead to much.
But at least
just 1 year they did a single with all the girls who were drunk. But I don't see them doing that again. So.
Mipopo,
nice.
Chris, tell us how happy you are.
Actually pretty happy because it's one more SKS member which ranked.
Well, here it says Kenkyusei, so.
That's they corrected themselves, which is really nice.
That's funny.
It caused some confusion.
Actually, I think it's Julinat who said that to Tokumitsu because I don't remember if that was in the AKB show. I think it was in the AKB show when they talked about it, and I think it was Julinat who said that. So and
the way it happened, Kimetsu said, I made a mistake and to correct that, and he said that just after calling another girl. So you had another girl who was like standing up, like super happy with everyone cheering on her, and then you hear Tokimitsu say, I made a mistake. The girl was like, what's happening? I don't know, it's just like this girl was nothing to say, she was as the one.
I actually got scared by that too when he says, there was a mistake. I was like, oh no, what? What now?
So yeah, so she's the only FGN to rank. So yeah,
She has
it's very
become
good.
and I like seeing her on stages recently. She's becoming better at performing and singing, especially your voice is getting louder, or they mix the microphone better. I don't know, but
yeah, and she's got that unchecked popularity too. So yeah, I think I've said like when we introduced the members, I'm telling you, she's going to be when a Dasu or Sally, like she's going to get like very popular in Encheck and Sousenkyo.
Yeah, she's gonna be a member that people kind of shit on. Me and Will and other people, I guess. like the other people you mentioned. Anyway, I'm just kind of kidding here, but yeah, I know. But she definitely seems to be able to attract an audience like that. So good for her. Also, I have to say, she got 6,500 votes in the prelims, which is very high. And she got 12,000 more. Well, just below 12,000 to end up at 18,000. That's a lot of votes. Like if you think eight gen. To get that 18,000 votes, that's quite high.
Yes.
But yeah, especially the gap is pretty high. Like even if you look compared to Rena Yu or who had a lot more at the prelims and didn't gain that much after. And I think maybe one of the reasons is you have all these 8th gen fans who say, okay, one of them is in the prelims, so we're gonna push her.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around because some people before the election said they voted like an absurd amount of times for her and other members.
Yeah.
On Twitter, I don't think those are true, but people are claiming it's true and like, oh, this guy got her in. Anyway, look, I think it was a bit absurd, but maybe it's true. I don't know. Anyway.
Who knows? Yeah.
All right, Yuzuki. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. It's just I was thinking like, for example, when you had Sakipon shooting super high one year and then coming back down. I think many of these votes are from Hako Oshis or 8th gen Oshis, and not only from her fans. So yeah, but bon, she's getting more popular as well. She's not been there for long, so maybe she's gonna improve next year. But I don't see like a huge improvement like Yunana, for example.
No, you'll see.
40 ranks next year.
Makes sense. Mark this day.
Anyway, Yuzuki, it's nice because she talked during her Seitensai about dropping from the Sousenkyo last year, so she wanted to get back in. Yeah. But even if she dropped last year, she was still 86, right? She was not like above 100 or so she was really expecting to get in again. Especially after telling her fans she was super sad last year and all, and so yeah, good for her.
Yeah, very good, very cool. Not a terrific rank, but as a like if you don't get in, you always wonder, am I gonna drop off the SKE Senbatsu? Am I gonna make another single?
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big worry. I still don't know if she'd be totally safe to stay on the single as things stand. But anyway, I'll talk about that later.
But by the way, in Bomber E, she was she often had a position at the second on the second row because of her dance skills, and maybe that's one reason why they need her in Senbatsu anyway. Because
I agree.
Like a lot of the good dancers graduated over the years. There's not that many left.
Yeah.
And,
just take you can.
Yeah. Okay, and next we have Hatagon at 68.
Yeah, she got 10 ranks plus and 5,000 more votes than last year.
That's pretty big. She has quite a dedicated fan base.
Yeah, she has not so much media exposure compared to like Senbatsu members.
Yeah, she has none.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think it's a very an SKE thing, but yeah, like the adult members, they all do great in Sousenkyo for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. I think.
But so the cult following seems to be really a SKE thing.
It really is.
Barbecue, Kochan, Sakipon. I don't really see that in other groups.
Yukarun in AKB, it's totally a cult.
Yeah. let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Anyway, anyway, so good for Hatagon. Actually, going up 10 ranks is pretty impressive
votes
considering.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I was at the next one. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I like, her fans obviously are pretty well geared for Sousenkyo, and the thing is, again, the same thing I said about who was it, about Oshimin a bit. Well, I wish I could say that. I mean, I wish we could say, oh, Hatagon's gonna get something from Sousenkyo. I don't know if she will. Like, she's a bit old.
No.
How old is she, by the way? She's like
20. Yeah, she's too old.
21,
I think.
22, I think.
22 maybe, yeah.
I thought she was 23.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if they push older members, Satokawa and Yukina are always going to be in front of her.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, that's what you're kind of wondering about. It's like, it all depends. Like, maybe this will get her something. Maybe it won't. Like, it all depends on if they do something like they did with Naki, for example, where they said, oh, we're going to reward her for her Sousenkyo stuff and put her in a single or give her something. So again, we just have to wait to see what management does. So I mean, like, good on the fans, because even if she doesn't have much hope or whatever, from my perspective, they're believing in her and they're choosing to do this as a way to try and do anything for her. So
yeah, that's really
have to respect that.
So yeah, she's 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next we have Future Girls with Sakipon, Ishikirena, and Naki. So
Naki is 9 ranks above Hatagon, and that's only 500 votes. It's crazy.
Yeah, and she lost 15 ranks. That's also to mention. Yeah,
Naki was a big drop, and it doesn't look too good for her, I have to say. I voted for her once, by the way. Anyway, it's pretty. She says that according to her, she only got her single spot in the Senbatsu because of the Sousenkyo. So she's like, well, because probably. I got into the Sousenkyo and my fans were pushing me for all these years, then that's why they put me in. And she was at 40 something last year, and this year, well, she dropped to 59. So. I don't know. Anyway, she was pretty happy with what she got. She didn't, she wasn't like crying and like saying, "Oh fuck you," And I have her mail on my phone for this month, and she was pretty happy there too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's taking it for what it is. Anyway, but I wouldn't be surprised if she gets dropped, for example. In the next for the next single.
Maybe, yeah. Then Renashu, which is awesome. Ranked pretty high, and after getting into Love Crescendo, I really hope they finally increase the S members in Senbatsu by giving her a spot. And she has obviously some fans who want to vote for her. She ranked pretty good, and she also had a nice speech. Really nice to watch.
About Renashu, kind of what I thought was going to happen, where she had like such an amazing prelim, and then not too many more to come. I mean, she still almost got 9,000 votes.
Yeah,
more, which is kind of nice. But not as much as other members, for example. So
yeah, of course.
Great for her. She's young, so
yeah, and good for Team S. That's at least someone more ranking. It's always a nice thing. Sakipon got 5 ranks and increased again.
Yeah, well, 5 ranks increased doesn't really mean all that much when she was so far ahead previous years. I don't think she relies on her Sousenkyo spot to be in the single. So I think she's safe, and I don't see this as being too much of a. I mean, it's good to increase from last year, but yeah.
Maybe the rank doesn't seem that good compared to the best rank she had a few years back.
Yeah.
If you compare to the other K2 members, it seems to be more or less her position in the team. Well, apart from Mikoti, who for some reason and Yuki Chen did better than expected, but otherwise, that's kind of normal. She's behind Yunana and Ego Yuna. She's in front of Yuzuki. That's more or less what you would expect.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we can move already to next girls, which is Yunana, Ego Yuna, Mikoti, O-chan, and Kuma-chan. First, Kuma-chan.
Oh, yeah. At last, the fucking Kuma fans did something and really woke up. At last, I'd say pretty much the same as the Ryoha fans actually. So they stopped fucking up, and she gained 20 spots. So
17.
It's still, I don't know. It still feels low for her somehow.
Yeah, it feels low. Like honestly,
it feels low, but
it feels low because we all know she's she should be in the 20s. You know, like we all know she should be 20s and okay, maybe Chris doesn't know that, but anyway,
I know.
But anyway, you know, so she still deserves more. You know, well, anyway, I'm obviously really biased here, but. Yeah, but I mean, look, it's good compared for all the other years, and we can only hope she can continue going forward. I really hope this gives you motivation to, you know, continue and keep doing well.
Okay. Yeah.
And
O-chan.
speaking, really good news. Part 2. O-chan. Wow. When I heard Team E Sue, I was like, oh, well, here we are. Maya's 45th. No, it was, and Maya thought too. She was like, oh, it's me for sure. But yeah, O-chan. Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention that you're just looking outside below your blanket where you were hiding all the time.
I was like, oh, this is it.
So for the first half, I was like, I was the nervous one. Later, he was the one.
Yeah. At the beginning, Chris was just like so nervous, and I was a bit nervous, and then I was dying. I had to walk around my room. Okay. Anyway,
going to the toilet.
Yeah, once arrived in the next girls, basically I thought it was over for members like her, because you know that there's all these girls who did bad at the prelims, like Nao, like Sally, Chuli, Ego-chan. There's tons of girls, and same for other groups that you know will arrive and kick out the girls like O-chan, Don-chan, Ayai, etc. So I really had no hope left to see any unexpected girl. And actually, that was both her and Mikoti, who I didn't expect either.
Yeah. And O-chan gave me again a bit hope for Aya because she was ranked close in the prelims to her. But anyway, 24th, she got 18,000 votes after the prelims.
Yeah.
And it proves that I guess management was right choosing her for the next singer as Senbatsu member.
The thing I have to say about O-chan is she has so many fans in terms of numbers. Yeah. She is like really getting so many fans recently. It's really crazy when you go to events. When you go to, for example, E, Lala's not here anymore. So Lala used to have quite a lot of fans who go.
Yeah.
So she's on a break. But the people you see most, the fans you see most at events from Team E are Maya, Kuma, and O-chan. So those are the three most popular members in terms of fans that I see, or visible fans at least, with Pen Lights. So like O-chan has a lot of fans, and you can really see why. She's really good at getting fans and kind of giving a fan service, and in the kind of same way Kuma does by being really nice to you. I was really happy because for O-chan, it's kind of the same story as Maya right now. It's all about their things are going so well for them right now. They've both been added into singles, and you have to keep this going. If you're a fan of them, you can't say, "Oh, you know, it's time to take it easy. We did our goal." You have to keep on going. You have to sell out handshake slots, and you have to get high in Senbatsu like this, Sousenkyo like this. So
the pressure is on.
Yeah, the pressure is really on, and really the important thing is to just keep up the pace, because after this result, you're like, okay, well, O-chan's in for the next couple of SK singles, and she just got added to one. So,
exactly.
So anyway, it looks really good.
Yeah, everything's coming together like
Yeah,
at the
really
same
is,
time.
Yeah.
It's, like really a good rise in power, and like just first Senbatsu, and like the Sousenkyo just after that, huge jump, and all good.
She has to stop the twin tails, by the way.
Well, with the length of her hair, like there's not a lot of things you can do.
Yeah.
Next good news, Mikoti. So, of course, not in terms of what she might get from this, but just that she finally managed to rank.
Yes, she did.
Such a great news. And it shows that, even if you have to wait 10 years or so, or 8 years, just continue someday, you might make it.
Yeah.
It's a good,
hard
nice
work and
sign.
whatever.
Yeah, nice sign to not to
so
give
look
up.
at how many votes she got from so in the prelim she had basically 8,000 votes.
Yeah.
And then afterwards she had 25,000 votes. So really big jump. People, her fans did not want the 30 vote thing to happen again like last year. And she got a really high rank. Really, really high.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm pretty sure like if she ranked last year, she wouldn't have ranked at all this year. I'm certain
no,
of
she
that.
wouldn't have. Yeah.
But if she's still there next year, she probably won't rank either.
No, she won't.
For sure. Same thing as Makiko.
Yeah,
like
I was hoping that Makiko would rank too this year.
That's bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to have all of them ranked, but okay. Next
year. Right, next we have
Yuna.
Yeah, Ego-chan.
Stable, just one rank more.
Pretty stable, yeah. There were two Ego-chan.
Yeah,
super stable, 35, 36, 35.
Yeah,
I guess she's probably a bit disappointed to not
be in Senbatsu. She wanted to be top 16.
Senbatsu, it's a joke, but at least to still be there, like 3 ranks from the undergirls for 3 years in a row. But then at the same time, since she did pretty bad at the prelim, she was probably relieved to get back to her normal rank, right?
Yeah, our prelims are always super bad. So I mean, you're just happy that you didn't drop really.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Yunana. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it's kind of low. I don't know.
Really?
I knew she had no shot at Senbatsu, but undergirls, I thought she would remake it. Yeah, she was 72 last year.
Yeah.
She gained 38 rounds, so she's super happy about it. Maybe the one thing I'm more frustrated about is that like if Megu had I don't know, like 500 less votes, we would have
Yunana Center.
So Yunana Center with Ego-chan behind, and then the undergirls and the Senbatsu also both have 2 SK members as center and second position. So it's a bit frustrating that we are 1 rank close to get the same for Yunana.
Still, really good. 11,000 votes plus compared to last year.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know with the singers, with the bikini graveyard.
Yeah, I was expecting a bit higher, to be honest. I was expecting higher. I was expecting more.
Not much higher, but like around Maya, basically.
I don't know how popular she is outside of SKE though. Like for most other fans, SKE is still just Juna and maybe Dasu and so on. But
I don't know, but since Center singles, like the other fans, they all know her, and usually she's pretty well received. But then I guess when there's
because you can see like
other wishes anyway, but.
In SKE, you've got Maya who beat her, for example, so it could look a bit weird because they're both from the same period, and she got beat. But if you compare like with the other sister groups, and you take like the new ace, she if you compare her to Ayaka from NMB, or who is it in Hana from HKT, like she destroyed them. So
yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, Yunana, like a lot of fans that I know, they all say Yunana is their second favorite, third favorite member. You know, she's really, everyone likes her, you know. So, yeah, anyway, the rank is maybe a bit low, but everyone likes her, so, you know.
But I guess, like, as you can see with Ryoha, who did like quite bad. Same, like I knew many people who have her like a second or third favorite member.
Yeah.
And then, but at some point, these members will graduate, and she gets the votes instead. And so, which maybe is one of the things that happened this year. And Yunana, I think at some point, she can end up in Senbatsu. Like,
Yeah,
many of the
definitely.
other girls, like you know, they will get stuck at Undergirls probably at best. Yunana has the potential to. Her and Lala, maybe like Nakome and Miku did this year, for example.
Yeah, I hope like that SKE continues after this singer, of course, with Jurina, but I hope they put her back towards center.
I mean, I don't know when Lala will finish her hiatus. But,
yeah. I mean, I'm fine with the double center too.
Back,
so
I can really see a double center when Lala is back.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But that's fine for me. Like Jurina Arena was also a nice double center, so just
like, the only thing about the double center thing that I'm a bit worried about is that you know, because it's Japan and you know, how they think about work and all that, that maybe they don't put Lala back when she comes back. It's like, oh, you've been away, we can't just put you back a number, you know, as the center.
Yeah, but maybe
I don't know if there's going to be that.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, then Undergirls. We have Kaotan, Chudi, Ryoha, Yuki-chan, and Maya. So Nick was finally relaxed after this one.
Yeah. Where do I start with this one? Well, so I was expecting, honestly, so before the Sousenkyo, I thought she would rank in the 60s. I thought it would be 60s, and maybe we can get to 50s. I knew we had a lot of votes because I have inside information. So when I saw the first rank at 100 at 15,000, I was actually a bit worried because I thought we'd only have 25,000 votes, and we ended up with 29,000 votes. So I thought we only had 25,000. I'm like, oh, 25,000, maybe that would get us like 50. So I wasn't really sure where we'd end up for that. So anyway, really surpassed all my expectations. I was kind of getting a bit worried and thinking like, oh, is she gonna show up? You know, like, come on, like, where are you? You know, it's getting a bit too high for you now. And 29 is really good. I want to say that with my votes, I got her from 30 to 39. So I gave her, you know, she went from the 30s to the 20s. You know, thanks to my votes. So anyway. Yeah, really cool. I was just like, oh, cool, when it happened. And like, I really just couldn't believe it. And it's only when I rewatched the thing that it just hit me, and I actually cried for the first time since I've been an Idol fan. It just hit me. I was like, wow, we did it. But anyway, it's kind of like what you said about Kuma-chan. Like the people woke up, right? The fans woke up finally. So Maya's never ranked in before, but she has a lot of fans, number-wise, and just like Ochan, stuff's been going really, really well for her lately. Everything, you know, she's been getting into the singles. She has a lot of fans, selling out handshakes, so everything's been going well. And now we have this on top, which is super, super good.
I never had any doubts that she would be in. Like when they finished calling the next girls, and she still hadn't been called. Like maybe like some other girls like Donchan who had a similar rank at the prelims, I was like, okay, it's over for her. But for Maya, I was like super excited. Okay, because she's actually under girls. Like I didn't even think for a second
knew,
she would be out.
No, I didn't. Well, I knew she wasn't out because of the information I had, but I was a bit, I was a bit shocked. I'm like, wow, we really had that many more votes. You know, I don't know where they came from, but well. I mean, it wasn't that many more votes than we had, but anyway, you know, there were a few thousand, for example. Like I thought we had 25,000, so we had an extra 4,000.
Yeah.
That came out, which was very, very nice, and I mean, look, just really perfect. You know, I mean, when she ranked 29, I was like, wow, you know, what if she was 16? Wow, we could have done that. No. You know,
You could have gotten 28 if you have voted 300 more times.
Yeah, well, look, I got it from 30 to 29. Look, I'll be happy with that. Okay. Yeah. So look, I'm beyond happy for that, and she was very happy to handshake the next day. She was just high-fiving everyone. She was like, "Oh, thank you, we did it. We're a team," and yeah, she was really, really happy. And then I told her, I'm like, "Oh, are you happy?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course I'm happy." And she's like, "Oh, well, next year let's try and go higher." I'm like, "Hey, what do you want? 16?" And she's like, "Oh, well, you said 16, so give me 16."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh shit." Yeah. So
You just ruined the life of every Maya Oshi.
Yeah. Anyway, she's getting a bit cocky now. You know, she's getting she's really happy with that.
Of course. Yeah.
And just to finish, News compared her to Rena, because I think Rena, her first ranking was 29th as well.
Okay.
And she, you know, obviously, a lot of Rena Oshis are not Maya Oshis because I don't know, she's just kind of like her successor, I guess. So some people think that. So now people are like, "Oh, well, next year you're going to be 11th because that's what she ranked at next year." And she's like, "Okay, yeah, let's go 11," which won't be happening. So yeah, anyway, all right, that's enough for me.
Yeah, Yuki-chan, a big jump upwards. She got 10,000 more votes, 30 ranks plus. So again, really, really good for her.
Yeah, same thing. Like, yeah, she has to, I guess, get something out of it. But yeah, pretty much, if you're in, I mean, maybe she can take one of the K2 girls' place in Senbatsu. It's not impossible.
Sorry, I think she's gonna get in Senbatsu next time. I definitely think if you're her fan and you did this and she doesn't get in Senbatsu next time, you leave.
Yeah.
You stop supporting SK.
The
problem, I think, with Senbatsu for SKEs, and I talked with it before, that it's a super stable Senbatsu. So like, there's no one you could really drop out without offending them, because there's like no one inside, or almost no one, who really doesn't deserve to be there. So whoever you drop, you will offend someone. So it's incredibly hard to get new members in. Same for us. Like, there were some who would deserve Senbatsu, but there's just no place to
I know what you mean. We kind of need graduations and people like Lala going on hiatus. Like, Lala's gonna be coming back for some singles, so she's back in. And like I said, like, I could see Naki falling off of that. I could see maybe Kaho getting dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Yuki-chan, like, come on, 28th, and you're still not in your
of course, she needs to get in. The thing is to find someone to go.
But they probably want to keep putting 8th gen girls anyway. So maybe it's going to be someone else instead of Sato Karo, but they cannot go 2-0, kind of like bad.
I think Mipopo, you know, if we just base it off of this, Mipopo.
Yeah, it's either Mipopo or like, I think Yokonan has also good chances, like, to get in. Just
that'd be a bit tough, yeah.
But then, if you look at the Senbatsu, there's not that many.
No.
It's quite young. Yeah? Girls who could graduate. There's like Churi, Suda, and Soda, and that's about it.
Mina.
Mina.
Who
basically, we'll get to her, but basically. Yeah.
Okay, then. But I guess let's go to next one.
Yeah,
Ryoha.
Yeah, Ryoha also plus 73 ranks, 37 ranks, plus
one of
5,000 votes.
One of the best news of the day. For me.
Yeah.
Like, I just couldn't figure how she was getting 66, 64 every year, and she was getting so much hate because of that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like Lala got some, Hana from HKT, etc. So, like, you get pushed like that, and you don't get the results. You get hate. That's automatic.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm pretty happy that Yunana got a good enough rank to not get hate in that way. But yeah, Ryoha got quite a bit, and now 27. Like, nobody can say anything about her push anymore. So.
Yeah, it took a lot of time.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it took them like 3 years to do that. But yeah.
Let's hope they can keep this up.
Stop fucking up. Yeah. She's where she's supposed to be. Or closer to where she's needed to be.
If you don't smile after seeing her happy ranking there, you don't have a heart. Like it's just so nice seeing her.
Yeah.
Already at the prelims, our showroom after was fantastic. And
she was so happy.
I really wish I'd been there at the handshake on Sunday, like to see her, because sometimes she's scammy, sometimes she's salty. You never know. And Sunday must have been amazing.
Yeah, it must have been great.
Yeah. Okay, then Churi. She lost 3 places out of Senbatsu.
Oof. Yeah. So.
I guess her fans are really exhausted and tired of.
They are. I mean, like.
Or maybe she handed to Maya.
Yeah.
They started a trend. They are all leaving now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the guys I know, he's been away from the fandom for, I guess. I don't want to get into it. I don't even know, but personal reasons for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And he votes like thousands of times every year. So he wasn't. I don't think he voted this year. So that's the reason why he, why she might have dropped a few places. Anyway, and then obviously, like the other fans, they were all exhausted, and they didn't want to vote that much. Of course, people are like, "Oh, we have to vote," and she also had a pretty bad campaign, in my opinion, where she got fans to vote with buying CDs. So she kept trying to encourage people, like, oh, every day buy 1 CD and vote. And then post your images online and share them on Twitter. And then more people can be like, maybe more people are going to vote there because, we're having media exposure and whatever. I don't think that really works because the CDs, to buy a CD is expensive.
You get just 20 votes in the
exactly
period, or less than 20. So
so it was pretty inefficient the way she does this.
You have to do this the soda way and say buy 500 votes or you're not a fan. It's the way it works.
No, but I mean, anyway, look.
Did it work? I'm not sure.
Well, yeah.
But to be honest, I think it's more or less her position. Like I remember one year she did pretty bad, and then the next year the fans pushed her into Senbatsu.
Pushed her in the next year,
Then, but the next year she was back to the kind of usual ranks. So they tried to push her again last year. Now she's back to usual. Maybe next year, if she's still there, they will try to push her again. But
they can do that every year. So pretty much you get 1 year when they do everything. She gets Senbatsu, but her real place I think is Underground.
If she runs next year, I don't think she can rise again. She will probably drop more.
People are exhausted, and like not only her fans, but other fans. Obviously, they're kind of a bit tired.
Yeah, exactly.
They Oshi hand to Maya. So anyway, they. I mean, but anyway, on handshakes, she wasn't. I didn't go to her handshakes, but Maya's lane was right next to Churi's lane. By the way, this was the first time, and she was looking at me. So, not the best time lining up.
I told you should have told her before, but no, of course.
She was not smiling when she saw me. Let's just put it that way. And then I talked to my friends who went to see her, and they said, she wasn't that pissed off. She was like, she wasn't that depressed yet. They said yet, so they're expecting, But the fans look pretty upset and a bit.
Next,
that's the biggest disappointment is that she didn't get center of Undergirls, and instead we have barbecue for the second time at that position, and that's gonna be awful.
Again.
She had a nice expression when she was cold. She was like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
She gained 1 rank and some votes.
Sadly, that's pretty much her position as well. Huh? As much as I wish she could lose 50 ranks, that's.
It's funny. Kautan does so bad every year in the prelims. But we all know she's gonna get like Undergirl Ascender, or like.
But it's probably a strategy from the.
It is, yeah. But I mean, we could have, still we could have had her 16th. I wouldn't have complained. Well, I would have complained that Churi wasn't in Senbatsu and we had her instead. But whatever. I mean, look, I guess it's good for the group that she's still doing.
Well, if she was 16, she would have a lot less screen time. So yeah.
Yeah, of course, good for her. But
yeah.
And
Okay.
it won't help her go back to Senbatsu. So
No, of course not.
no
of course
impact,
not.
I think.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that the fans still fight for her. Or I don't know if they're just really fighting for her, just trolling at this moment. But
Because
Yeah,
but
like-
the thing is, she didn't participate. The one time she didn't participate, like we could see, like she was actually sad that she couldn't like participate.
Yeah.
Just put in numbers in the Sousenkyo. So yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But that time she participates. Our fans do the job. So yeah, it's good.
indeed.
I'm
Okay, then
actually
it's-
scared now. You're making me think that she, like when you said, "Oh no, she won't be added to the single," I'm getting scared. What if they put her back?
In K2, I don't think so.
Drop Maya.
No, I don't
and
think so. Yeah.
Maya out.
No,
out
no. No, I quit the fandom.
You do this to Maya? Okay.
No.
By the way, when they called Churi and Barbecue, so they were calling SKE Team K2. I think it was torture for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you must have been happy when they called Kaltan. You were like, oh yes.
Yeah, kind of actually.
Yeah.
Same as last year actually. Last year,
year.
voilà, when she got called 18, I thought it was gonna be now. Well, this year again,
Oh,
yeah,
and,
it was really torture.
Minaroon too, by the way, she must have felt
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
And like for me, at this point, I was already becoming an SKE Hakoshi because I know I won't come, so I just happy about any other SKE girl who's ranking.
Yeah.
Just get the numbers
Yeah.
high. And next we have now on 15. She was not placed but gained votes, so yeah.
Yeah, I thought the fans would be kind of exhausted after last year as well, like kind of like Churi.
Yeah.
So I kind of expected her to finish somewhere like 17 to 20 rather than being in Senbatsu. So now it was a pretty good surprise.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna be at the back row, and we almost won't see her in the PV, but bon, that's.
Let's say Sai was in 8th and she was in the back row on the outside, so your rank doesn't guarantee your position.
Yeah.
Next was Sadi. She lost. She's together with Honma Hinata was the only member in Senbatsu who lost votes, actually.
Huh.
And yeah, she lost 3 ranks.
I think she really expected to make Kami 7 this year.
Yeah, I guess nobody bought 500 CDs for her.
Well, I'm
But
sure some people did, but.
But the thing is, like, she's been increasing for like 3 or 4 years, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the first time. It's the first time she's actually like, she went down. So
Yeah, she went down.
we have to see
Doesn't feel good.
how it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, she gave some graduation hints before the Sousenkyo, right? Saying, "Oh, it's gonna be my last one. We don't know. I might leave the group, or whatever she was saying."
Yeah.
And anyway, she got some pretty bad rep PR with her whole. Oh, you should give me 500 votes. Oh, if you can't give me 100 votes. I don't know. And I don't know. I'm gonna say something I might regret later, but she seems pretty selfish this past year. So I'm like, wow, whatever.
Well, I don't know if it's only this past year. I've kind of always felt her like that. But...
I mean,
and
she's one of the members I'm fine with dropping out of Senbatsu for SKE.
Yeah, the thing so like she said herself like she's not in SK to make friends. So
to make friends,
she's one of the girl. I think like she reminds me like of Dasu like years ago. Dasu really changed like for the few past years. But yeah, like she's like focused on herself to get popular, and like the rest.
It reminds me of. I can't believe I'm making this comparison because I really like her, but it reminds me a bit of Aya-chan.
I get it.
Like
I get it. Yeah.
Because Aya didn't have many, like apart from fuck, I forgot her name. Her friend from Timi, who was her friend? I forgot her name. Aya Chan's friend. Anyway, sorry.
Kwame?
Yeah, Kwame. Yeah. Apart from her, she didn't have many friends in the group, and so on. And by the end, she was getting, like, you could tell Aya Chan was getting a bit tired of the group. And she was getting a bit mad at management and whatever. So anyway, you could tell she was a bit tired with.
I guess the difference is I'm not sure Aya-chan had a pretty clear idea what she wanted to do after SKE. Like she wanted to be popular in SKE, while for Sally it's pretty. She's one of the few girls who has a pretty clear goal, so which is to do musicals. And so it kind of feels like the first two gens of AKB or SKE where many girls didn't care about the group and just thought it was a way to get known to agencies and producers, and she really feels like that too.
Yeah. Anyway, look, I didn't want to make a huge comparison there because I really love Aya-chan, and I respect that way.
But the type of personality, I don't really appreciate in the group. But to get popular and those type of people, pretty much she did it herself. So if you don't focus on yourself, you're not going to achieve that. So I mean it's normal to be like that. And I hope after a certain point she's going to give back to the other members. But I mean
I think she will probably just grad and give back anything.
I think that Matsui Lena, she said the exact same thing. She was like that. It was okay. Everything is about me getting popular. And it's only after years that she really gave back to the group and to Team E. So I mean it's not a bad thing really.
Yeah, we can't see that as being a wholly bad thing, especially because. I said that about Aya, but I think she was really she gave some stuff to the group too. She wasn't she had some other friends and so on. It wasn't like she was really just about herself.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think from then we were just all waiting for Minadun. Every rank, we were like, okay, next must be Minadun, and then no. And
when they called Soda, I thought it was her, but
of course. Yeah. And she was on 8. She suffered the same fate as Sai. Doesn't make it into 7 barely. Must be.
She scolded her fan last year, and it really worked.
It
really worked because they worked
25,000 more votes.
Well, we can thank what's that guy's name, Kachos or whatever, but the guy who sold his house.
Yeah.
I saw that rumor as well. I don't know if it's true or not, but that seems crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, they say mansion, but we know in Japan mansion it's like my little apartment here that I live in. So it's it's not huge, but still wow. Actually, her lane was right next to Maya's too. And I saw, I don't know if you know Andrew. He was at the handshake too. And,
your clone.
Yeah, I don't think he was. I think you are the same person. So I didn't see you two together yet.
Yeah. And he was really happy, and people were like, "Oh, you guys look alike." Anyway, Anyway, Minoran was really happy, and great. I don't know too much. But I didn't read much about
the amount of votes. It's kind of possible that this guy really sold his apartment.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. But I mean, people went according to the numbers Andrew gave us. They had about 20,000 votes at the committee. Yep. So all kinds of other people gave him votes, not only the main committee or whatever.
Yeah.
That submitted votes. So really big. And during her speech, she talked about how she wanted to, she gave a big hint that she was going to leave the group, right?
Yeah.
She's for now it's been about, she was like, I forgot, she was like, for now it was about this.
I was already feeling that she might even announce it at that point.
Yeah, I thought she was going to announce it at that point. Yeah.
So it really felt like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, luckily not. And there were just 2 members left to rank, and we waited and waited and waited. And
so third, I think
yeah.
we all thought Sakura was going to be third. Sorry, we all thought Dasu was going to be third, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
That was the biggest surprise of the whole Sousenkyo.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah,
far.
that was the biggest surprise. Yeah, by far.
Yeah. And yeah, sorry for all these Sakura fans, but you lost to Dasu. And
and the thing is, like, when they announced Ogiyuka in fourth, it's pretty much, I was already pretty much, okay, yeah, then Juina is first, like, there's no way in my mind.
Yeah,
but then third Sakura, I mean, like, we were on the Discord with Willie and some fans, and we went crazy, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like,
okay. Chris and I just jumped. We were like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And like Sakura already had 140,000 votes. So like more than Juina last year.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell did Dasu have more than 140,000 votes? I was like, what?
Dasu has more votes than Mayu last year.
Yeah, because I don't even know if like we thought about it on the podcast or not, but like when Dasu announced she wanted to be number one, like I think me the first, like I made fun of her, like, well, there's no fucking way you can like even try to be like number one. What are you saying? And
we were so wrong.
And then the fans they did the job.
Well, I mean, she's still far from one, but
I don't like her, but I was just, and I like Sakura more than her actually, but I was so happy because these fans of Sakura were so obnoxious everywhere with all that bullshit about it's your last Sousenkyo, everybody, you need to vote for her. Like they were asking all the other HKT fans. They were like, hey guys, we have Oshis as well. No, but that's important. We need a HKT member to be first, and that's our last one. You really need to do it. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I was really happy about. Actually, it's sad that the IWC had this account banned from Twitter. We couldn't see his reaction in live. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, and it's so good that this happened in Nagoya, and you just see the SKE domination for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-tap is crazy. Like why? Yeah. I mean,
she gained 90,000 votes, which is the record for the Sousenkyo actually.
Yeah.
And for last year too. Okay.
It was not even close. It's not like when I remember one time Juina was like not even 2,000 votes in front of Yamamoto Sayaka, for example.
Yeah.
No, this time Dasu beat Sakura by like 13,000. It's really a lot. And then you had all these guys trying to make excuses like, well, it was in Nagoya, so the fact that it's in Nagoya, I think nobody believes that fans will vote more because it's.
I think it helped, but not Dasu, but more the lower members.
They were trying to make excuse like, okay, let's imagine there were like 2,000 fans who would have commuted to Fukuoka if it was in Fukuoka, so then the price of the commute is this much, 1 night of hotel, plus this and that. And
last year was in Okinawa, and
that's a total of it would have cost each of them like 4 man. So that's 40 votes per guy, 2,000 fans. That's 80,000 votes to SKE members. That's why they did so well. And
sure, it's
so much bullshit.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
Let's see. 1 second. Yeah, Sakura gained only 5,000 votes last year compared to 2 years ago, and they had to fly to Okinawa. So, goodbye for this excuse.
Yeah, and the thing is, we've got one in Niigata, we've got one in Fukuoka. So what's even the point?
I'm still convinced it helped a bit. Like all the SKE fans, especially because it's 10th anniversary, and so they are working hard this Senbatsu, but it's not just us. So it's It's more for all the splits onto all the SKE members.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know the story. There's definitely something there. Like who's the madman? Who spent all this money? Like who are these people? Who are the heroes? Well, we don't know.
But 90,000 votes are not just from Nagoya.
No.
Like not just from location Nagoya. So yeah.
No, but that's insane. Like anyway, I don't know the story. Maybe one day they're gonna make a movie out of it. But, the Suda Akari votes. But yeah, really, really insane. And she looked happy, obviously.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she didn't reach her goal, but
yeah, but like I don't even know like that. Did she even like even
I don't think
herself
she
like
wanted
believe it? Is
yeah.
Well,
I don't think
I
she
think
wanted to steal Junina the #1 spot for this year.
No, but she was able to prove that she can back up what she said. Like, oh, I want Jurina to, like, Jurina's my rival.
Yeah.
And
the thing
she's
is,
number 2 and Jurina's 1. So
Sashi already proved that you can be #1 even if you're ugly. So in that sense, she's not proving anything with her second place. But
yeah. Anyway, so she seemed happy with Jurina winning. She was pretty happy. I have to say, I mean, we kind of shit on her, but her fans are really cool. They're always, anyway, like they seem pretty happy. And anyway, I don't know what they did, but oof, they really went hard. It really makes you think, like, what happened? Because I think like all this really changed when she was like she ranked like 10th in Sousenkyo, like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then she ranked out the next year, and then she really
for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason, but she just was, and I kind of stopped being a fan of her after that. But she made the whole year about Sousenkyo. And anyway, I stopped being interested in her, but obviously, I mean, that worked, didn't it? Like she just climbed up. I'm not sure exactly what she kept doing better, but yeah. Anyway, she's really like I don't know how she did it. It's cool.
Yeah, and the thing is, like with a lot of Jurina not being at the events after the Sousenkyo, like she's been like pretty much the main girl for all the events. So
yeah,
pretty good for her too.
Yeah. Okay, then let's move to Jurina, the very dangerous territory to go on. But I guess we hated already anyway, at least Nick. So
just the number of votes, like just that. I mean,
she
like,
didn't beat Sashi in number of votes, but she beat Mayu.
Yeah, but like.
And she got
like everyone can just like shut up and say, oh yeah, she's just winning because the other ones are not there. Like, okay,
my God.
It's with the number of votes you can just like shut up. Like especially they didn't even need like that many votes, but it just like it's you like a big time like okay, we showed up and we put the votes. So yeah, what do you have to say?
Yeah, so you had all these people saying how well she can only do that because the legendary members are not there and anymore, and she's not one. But apart from Sashi, who really climbed her way, like the other girls that Julina never beat, actually she did beat Sashi once, like in 2000. Maybe 11 or something like that, but or 10. But like the 4 girls she never beat were Achan, Yuko, Mariko, and Mayu. And but it's just a matter of who was there first and who was pushed. The centers of the original teams and all. And now it's Julina's turn, and there's no way Sakura can beat her. And when Julina is gonna leave, Sakura is gonna. Actually, Sakura is supposed to not be there again, but it's just a matter of who was there first, except for Sashi. I don't see why they want to try to diminish her achievement by.
And I've seen Sayane is not there. Like last year, they are close. Like look at the number of votes. Like what did you really think? Like Sayane would have done better? Like there's no way.
If you look at NMB in general.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean they kind of needed actually to have such a crushing victory, but yeah, they worked hard. Nothing to say. They crushed it.
Yeah. And yeah, so double center for SKE in Nagoya for the 10th anniversary. Wonderful. And like, even though I don't like Juna so much in the theater, I'm of course super happy that she got #1, and it's a win for SKE.
We got a parade too.
Yeah, that's too bad. I can't see this parade. I wanted. That would be too funny to go.
Yeah, I don't know, but they confirmed that there's going to be a parade. So
yeah, and I think Dasu also. It's like for Dasu and Juna as far as saw it. But
so then, what do you guys think of all this controversy about like her speech, what she told Sakura? It was awful on Twitter. Like it was the main topic. The main topic was not that Julina won. It was that she had supposedly been a bitch with Sakura or whatever.
It was on Monday. I remember it was on Monday because it was like first day of work of the week, and I got entertained like all day with that stuff.
Oh my god! And like, I had to mute so many people on Twitter. I muted like everyone.
Like the thing I had to say like from the start is I really don't like Joanna like at all. Like I love to talk shit about her and a lot of things that she do and says, but like if I don't have anything to say bad about that thing, like what are you all doing? Like, I consider I'm nearly a Joanna auntie. And even I had nothing to say, so...
Yeah, I remember telling you, like, if we have nothing bad to say about it, like, she's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I didn't pay too much attention to her speech, actually, because we're just so happy at that moment. But I remember she was saying, Sakura, please be my rival. And I don't know if she knew that Sakura said it would be her last Sousenkyo, or if that was what people annoyed, but I just...
I think that's because she knew that she was asking her to specifically to run again, so that she could have a rival, because I don't know, she maybe cannot consider Suda as a rival, or maybe she expects Suda to graduate, I'm not sure.
But she said it before, like, the people in SKE are not my rivals, so she did say that. And I think like the whole thing is ridiculous, but it's pretty much like Sakura fans been like totally crushed to see Sakura like that, because like Sakura looked like a shell of yourself. She was really destroyed when she got.
She was, I don't know if she was ashamed of not getting first because she really wanted it because Sashi used to be first, etc., or if it's just because of Suda.
I mean, I think if she was second, like not too far between the after Julina, it would have become, but getting third, it was. I mean, it was really crushing, and you could see her like she didn't want to talk anything. She just wanted it to end. And you've got Tokumitsu, say something to Sakura, and it looked like super awkward. Like you've got Julina like trying to say pretty much Gambate, next year, and Sakura she just didn't want to do or say anything. So
I think she just wanted to be nice. And
I think she wanted to be nice. By the way, I really appreciate what she did for all the SK members. You know, like obviously. She's the winner. She can do what she wants and whatever. She could have made it all about herself, and I wouldn't have criticized her. But it was nice for her to kind of get all the other girls and say, "Oh, come up." Yeah. Also, the whole thing about the Sakura thing. I think Jurina was made to. It was like breaking news. Jurina admits to this, where she admitted to saying, like, apparently they were training beforehand, and she told Sakura that she needed to do something better or harder. I don't care too much, so I don't really know.
There was this gif from the concert where she's smiling, looks, sees Sakura next to her, and then her expression changes completely, and she looks like disgusted, or I don't know. It was a bit weird.
Yeah, but I mean, we can all say that, like even even like even if I don't know, like even if you take offense to all this, it was so emotionally tough for Jirina that day and Sakura as well, and for all the girls, this event is just so hard on the mentally and emotionally. They have to deal with all the pressure of ranking and all this, and they have all the all this stuff is built on them. They're so nervous. I think it would be okay just to give them a bit of the benefit of the doubt and not take everything they say 200% seriously, and because like we all have bad days, right? And we all say things sometimes we regret or whatever. And when there's pressure or whatever. So and we all say, okay, maybe we shouldn't have done. We were able to think about it later, but yeah. So I think in the moment it can be pretty big, but yeah. Definitely not worth the amount of drama as the Twitter people. You know what's funny? I thought that I thought this drama was completely artificial. I thought it was only international fans who were coming up with this drama. But I looked at Jirina's comments, Twitter replies, and a lot of Japanese fans were shitting on her. And it's so funny to see because a lot of the people shitting on her claim to be her fans for I've been a fan of Jirina for 10 years, but let me tell you why she sucks. Like, oh yeah, you're not fooling anyone. Wow, you're fooling international fans. Because all these international fans, they think, oh look, this guy, he's been a fan of Jirina for 25 years. No. I'm sure it's a troll, or something. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, this.
If we don't have anything else to add for Jirina, I have just something more I wanted to notice. When the members all were coming in for Sousenkyo, it was really nice to see also that for the SK members, the names were so loud. The members themselves also said that they were surprised that it was so loud for this. Like you could see the most of the fans in the dome were more or less SK fans, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Jeff spent the whole Sousenkyo bitching about Julina being happy at other members being called like, come on, stop standing up, you don't even know her.
That was me.
That was me.
You don't even know who Ochan is. Sit down.
Yeah. When she was hugging Maya, I'm like, you don't even know.
Also,
that's my inner Jun auntie.
Yeah, and for Kizashi, it was the only time I could hear the mix during the concert.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think that the loudest, like maybe Jirina got the loudest shot. I'm not sure. I don't remember too well. And I wasn't there, so I don't know. But Mikoti's Mikoti was called to rank, that was so loud. Yeah. That was just like everyone just went
Yeah, I mean she's more or less popular with every fan, I guess. I mean,
it was not only SKE members also on the stage. Like even the members from other groups, they seem to know that that she had the record for the longevity record out of.
She's a legend. She's a legend.
And I think it's one of the only girls who are really like each girl from every group was happy about.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing to add about Jirina, by the way. When they had the World Sambatsu thing, she was pretty nice with the two girls from Bangkok, Chirprang and Music.
Yeah.
They both said really nice things about Jirina after. So
yeah.
That I saw some Thai fans posted that they said that she helped them with the rehearsals and all that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to add for the Sousenkyo?
What a great Sousenkyo for SKE.
Yeah, awesome. I think it was the best one we've had.
Yeah.
A bit sad about Donchen, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, like very good.
I agree. For me, it was like as an SKE fan, it was the best Sousenkyo you could get. As an I or she, of course, not. But yeah, really, really good.
Oh, well, for me, it was perfect.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine a better. Like, I'm still thinking about it now. 29. Like, wow. If you asked me before the Sousenkyo and say, "Oh, what's your best?" Like, if you could pick a best, like a reasonably best rank for your Oshi, where would you go?
Yeah.
And I would say like, oh, maybe like 45. Like, because she ranked prelims 45. Like, well, maybe 40. But 29. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, perfect.
Yeah. I agree.
And Will, what do you think?
Well, me, I'm disappointed that Moeka didn't rank.
Moeka didn't rank. What happened?
That's about it. No, Nao did well, Yunana did well, Okaberin did well. One thing I'm pissed about is that Okada Nana ranked in front of Yokoyama Yui. And well.
Okay. So hopes for next year. What do you guys think about for next year? So thank you.
I hope SK is going strong again, as usually. I mean, they are always strong in Sousenkyo, also for the last years. I hope they can keep this up. Of course, I hope II will rank in. I don't know if they continue the 100 ranks or if it's just a one-time thing for the 10th anniversary.
Well, we kind of saw that pretty much more ranks means more votes. So
yeah,
I don't think they're going to go back to 80.
No, they're not. Well, we'll see. We'll see, but yeah, they get a lot more votes, a lot more money.
Yeah, of course. Also, you can sell 5 different types of CD with a coupling of each. So, but yeah, I hope SK continues to be strong. I hope II ranks and don't.
Actually, that's also one of the things. Like not as the SK, but as the whole Sousenkyo. Everyone was saying, "Oh, there's like all those big names who are not there anymore. Like we're going to see like a fall in votes and everything." And like pretty much, we didn't see anything, any of that. The only thing we could see, like pretty much in the ratings on Fuji TV, who was lower, like.
Yeah, everyone just
pretty much everyone lower. We've had Sashi and Mayu, but pretty much I think they still did a good job.
Yeah, and the votes.
The total of votes can be a bit misleading because every year they are adding new ways to vote for chip.
Yeah,
but the sales of the single are still there.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we just got announced a new group from Vietnam, so maybe we're gonna have them rank in next year if they invite. Will they invite? Do you think they'll invite foreign groups as well, considering how much money they might have gotten from BNK?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know if they how serious they take this Worlds and Buster stuff. I don't know. Was JKT allowed last year?
No. They didn't do it because of Ramadan or something. I'm not sure.
This year,
this year.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this year was the first.
Ended before, but okay.
Yeah, it was the first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm checking. Like Teacher sold like 300K more than Negai Goto on the first week.
Yeah, okay. Negai Goto was a horrible song.
Yeah.
Have you listened to Teacher?
Well, at the handshake event, it was running on.
Yeah, Teacher is amazing. You have Miru's legs, Okaberin's legs, Yui's legs.
I can see all of that with my ears. I'm so sorry.
The theater edition doesn't have a DVD, so sorry. No.
It's funny. I bought nearly 200 of these CDs of Teacher. I didn't listen to it once until I got to the handshake event, and it played for 8 hours.
I threw away most of them except 5 or 6, which I just give to friends. Yeah, take it.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah. Okay. I guess with that we are done for this episode. A bit longer again, but still
expected.
Yeah, and not too long, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we are back with probably the normal stage, and it's gonna be a hard day for me. There's one chance graduation stage next Sunday, so I don't know if I'm in the shape to do a podcast, but we will see. And thank you everyone for listening until here, and goodbye.
See you.
Bye.